When men come into my office worried about the prostate cancer, most think what matters is genetics and PSA numbers. But there is something almost no one talks about, and it's happening on your plate almost every single day. There are foods that quietly increase the prostate cancer risks, and foods that actively protect your prostate. You can't control your age, you can't control your genetics, but what you can control is what you eat several times every day. Today I'm speaking to you as an oncologist, not to sell supplements or to push a fad diet, but to show you the science-based foods that create the environment where cancer can thrive or it can struggle to survive. And if you're watching as a wife or partner, this video may matter more than you may think. Number one, foods that we need to avoid or charred or processed meats. Processed meats like bacon, hot dogs, sausages are categorized by World Health Organization as a group 1 carcinogen. That doesn't mean that one hot dog causes cancer. It means that repeated exposure increases the cancer risk. And here's the part most men don't realize, that heavily charred meats create heterocyclic amines, which are strongly linked to cancer formation. So the punchline is, if it's blackened, it's not a flavor, it's a chemistry working against us. Number 2 meal to avoid is a high-fat dairy. I want to be precise here, dairy is not a poison. But large studies show that high intake of dairy, especially high-fat dairy, is associated with higher rates of aggressive prostate cancer. This doesn't mean that dairy causes cancer. The concern is that high dairy intake can raise IGF-1, a natural growth hormone that sends signals to cells to grow. And very high calcium intake may blunt the vitamin D effect that naturally protects the prostate tissue. Together, all this can create the growth environment the cancer cells exploit. So the takeaway is moderation, not elimination. Number 3 food to avoid is liquid sugar. Sugar doesn't directly cause cancer, but chronically high insulin creates inflammation and growth signals. And liquid sugar does this faster than almost anything else. If the cancer were weeds, the soda water would be fertilizer. If your PSA is rising and you didn't see my PSA trap video yet, watch this one next. Now let's flip the script. Removing the risk is only the half of equation. These next foods don't just sound healthy, they contain compounds that can actively protect the prostate tissue. And the last one is famous, but the most people get it completely wrong. The food number 1 to eat is cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, these contain sulforaphane, which helps your body repair DNA damage and neutralize carcinogens. The key hack is to chop it, chew it, or to eat sprouts. That's where the power is. The number 2 food to eat or drink is a green tea. Green tea contains EGCG, which is linked to lower prostate cancer risk and slower progression. One simple swap, soda for green tea, can meaningfully change your metabolic environment. And the food number 3 to eat are tomatoes, but we need to avoid the bioavailability trap. Tomatoes protect the prostate if you eat them correctly. Raw tomatoes have minimal effect. But cooked tomatoes with fat, that's where the lycopene becomes absorbable. So I always keep this memorable line in my mind that cooked tomatoes, like sauce with olive oil, protects your prostate. A raw tomato slide on sandwich is just decoration. Food will never replace screening or medical care, but it does shape the battlefield where cancer either thrives or struggles. And you can start small. Just swap one food this week. If this helped you, hit like, it tells YouTube this information matters. And tell me in the comments what foods are you eating that could be dangerous to your body or could be actually helping you prevent the cancer. I'm Dr. Chovanec, and if you want honest, science-based content about prostate health, Subscribe.